Welcome to Head Office Roundtable. Now, obviously, I'm not from South Africa, but I do know that the 9th of August is a public holiday. But what is it really all about?
It is Women's Day, but I don't really know what happened in history. But as a woman, I do know what it means to me right now, and I do know what it meant before, but not necessarily.
What you're saying right now is very important. It tells a story of where we come from as women. We had women like Lilian Nguni and Albertina Sisulu, amongst others, lead this huge march at that time where we didn't have rights, we were not recognized, and they led that march of more than 20,000 women to go to the Union building in Pretoria to go and submit petitions to say that we do not want to use our dompas, and that's how the Women's Day got to be this huge day that it is today. And after the petitions were submitted, the women stood outside and they had about 30 minutes worth of moment of silence. And from that point on, that's when the song came out, Wathinta Bafazi, Wathinta Mbokodo.
Wathinta Bafazi, Wathinta Mbokodo.
And for me, that speaks to me personally. It tells me the story about how much power I have, the influence that I can actually input within the world. And had it not been for that moment, I don't think I would be here where I have access to opportunities, equal opportunities as everybody else.
As long as I've known, Women's Day means my father has to cook for my mom and treat her right and buy whatever present she wants and everything. So I always thought it had something to do with some house chores and men treating women right just for that one day. Not understanding this whole dompas thing, and because when we talk about Women's Day, nobody really explains the historical version of it. We just know that it means today mom is going to get whatever she wants, and it's usually money.
And what you're saying is actually very sad. It's a reflection of where we are as a country, because most of us, we want an empowered youth, we want a focused youth, we want to grow and move forward, but most of our youth don't know where we come from, and that's where we get lost. You have a day as significant, as important as this day, where people put their lives in almost danger. It was not dangerous, but it could have been. And you have women celebrating, or it's just another public holiday where people are just having rice. And a friend of mine says it's now a day for duke and wine, and it's sad to think of just how much we're losing of ourselves and the amount of heritage that comes with this particular day that we're leaving behind, simply because we perhaps do not know, we perhaps choose to be ignorant, or because of the lifestyle that the country is sort of moving forward into.
So if we bring it back to field band, what are we doing? Do you have any specific examples of how we are empowering women through our projects, through our field bands?
Kids are growing into the field band, out into the industry. So when you come into the field band and you start celebrating these things or these events, you get the information, the background, what it actually means. You will go out with that into your field of work. And if I know, and I work in an outside company, but I'm from field band, it means that company that hires me will get the information from me, and I got it from field band.
Equality is one of the Field Band Foundation values. And so far, the Field Band Foundation has created more opportunities for women. And we all also learn how to include them and use their brains, because they also have smart brains. So far, in our leadership, we are creating more opportunities for the women. So, woman power. Yes.
I have rights, I have responsibilities, I am or deserve to be treated as equal as any other human being, especially a man. That's what it means.